man who tried to drive him away, Psycho Mike Rollins. That's Super Showdown 7, happening at the Midtown Event Theater, August 9th at 8 p.m. Then August 10th, it's The Summit, a women's pro wrestling event hosted by Smash Wrestling, Rise, Femme Fatales, and Shimmer. There'll be a special meet and greet and clinic featuring former WWE champion Bull Nakano. Those with the special meet and greet tickets will also be treated to an exclusive match featuring Jody Threat and Mary Lee Rose taking on Alexia Nicole and Maeve O'Farrell. The rest of the card for the Summit looks as this: Veda Scott taking on Ashley Vox, Shotzi Blackheart taking on Delilah Doom, Cheerleader Melissa, Allison Kay, Lufisto, and Priscilla Kelly in a fatal four-way match. Zoe Lucas defends the Rise Championship against Ariel Monroe. Mercedes Martinez defends the Femme Fatales Championship against Jordan Grace. Nicole Savoy defends her Shimmer Championship against Nicole Matthews, and the first ever Smash Wrestling Women's Championship will be crowned when Casey Spinelli takes on Rosemary. The Summit is shaping up to be a historic event, and believe Smash Wrestling when they tell you that you don't want to miss it. There's still good tickets available for the event, as well as the meet and greet. Smash Week in Toronto concludes on August 10th as OWE presents their final show at 3 p.m. at the Midtown Event Theater. Then, August 18th, it's Proving Ground in Burlington at the Austrian Continental Club. Doors open at 4 p.m. And the calendar wraps up on August 24th. Born to be Wild, Smash Wrestling TV taping at the London Music Hall. And we've been announced that Gail Kim will be in attendance and serve as a special guest referee for a match yet to be announced. For tickets for any of these events, you can go to the Smash Wrestling website at smash-wrestling.com, and for more information on any of these events, check out our page, the Smash Wrestling page, or right here on the weekly update. Are you looking to get into the wrestling business? Well, look no further than the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory, located right here in London, Ontario. Tyson has over 20 years of experience in the wrestling world, and he's even been brought down to the WWE Performance Center to be a guest trainer. We've already seen the likes of Jordan James, Kyle Boone, Violet Lee, Jim Strider, Pharaoh Bowman, Chris Mitchells, and many more. Plus, the new generation that are coming from the second group, such as Josh Pine, Shiloh, Nova, Frankie War, and many more. You don't want to miss your opportunity to learn from one of the best in Ontario, if not all of Canada, or the world, in Tyson Dukes. So that's the Tyson Dukes Wrestle Factory. It's open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, and located at 309 Exeter Road here in London. In all Elite Wrestling news, tonight is Fyter Fest. It's happening from the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. The event will air free on the BR Live streaming service. You just have to set up an account and you'll be able to watch it. There'll be a pre-show featuring Kylie Ray taking on Leva Bates with Peter Avalon at ringside. I'm going to go with Kylie Ray picking up the victory here, as Peter and Leva will probably not be able to get along as to who is the real librarian in AEW. Best friends Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta take on SoCal Uncensored, Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian, and Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. The winners of this match will advance to the All Out event with an opportunity for the first round bye in the AEW Tag Team Championship Tournament. In this case, I'm going to pick the Best Friends to get the victory and move on to All Out. And the other match listed for the pre-show features Michael Nakazawa taking on Alex Jabali in a hardcore match. I'm going to pick Nakazawa to pick up the victory in this one. Main card will have Yuka Sakazaki, Rio, and Nyla Rose in a three-way women's match. I'm picking Nyla Rose for the victory. Christopher Daniels will take on Seema. I see Seema picking up the victory in this one. Adam Page, Jimmy Havoc, Jungle Boy, and MJF will be in a fatal four-way match. As Adam Page is the number one contender currently for the first ever AEW Championship, I can see him picking up the victory. Cody will face Darby Allin. I'm going to pick Cody on this one, as he has a need for momentum, as him and his brother will team together against the Young Bucks next month. It's been noted that Jon Moxley and Joey Janela are having a thirst for violence, and their match at Fyter Fest will be non-sanctioned by AEW. I'm going to pick Jon Moxley to pick up the victory in what could end up being the bloodbath of Fyter Fest. And the main event will see the Elite, Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson taking on the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr., and Rey Fenix, plus the Laredo Kid. I think I will pick the Lucha Brothers for the victory, as really, we don't need to see the owners of the company, like we do in WWE, always win. And in this case, the Elite do not always have to go over in every pay-per-view. So once again, that is Fyter Fest, presented by AEW, happening in Daytona Beach, Florida at the Ocean Center, and you can catch it for free on BR Live streaming service. In Ring of Honor news, last night was the Best in the World night number 1, happening from Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight will be night number 2, happening from the old ECW arena, the 2300 arena now in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Results from last night include Roosh defeating Flip Gordon with the Bull's Horn. Eli Drake came out and announced that he will debut with Ring of Honor and be the tag team partner for Nick Aldis, replacing Colt Cabana, who is out due to injury. The actual pay-per-view had Dalton Castle facing Dragon Lee, and Castle picking up the victory using Lee's finisher, the Bull's Horns. The Allure, Angelina Love and Mandy Leon, with Velvet Sky by their side, took on Jenny Rose and Kelly Klein. Leon actually kicked Klein with a high heel shoe as the referee was distracted, allowing Angelina Love to hit the Botox injection for the win. After the match, Maria Manic made her debut, where she appeared behind the Allure. As the Allure escaped the ring, Manic attacked the security guards. Jay Lethal and Ken King went against each other in their best-of-3 series, which is already tied up at 1 apiece, with King picking up the victory last night. He won the best-of-3 series. In a pure rules match, Jonathan Gresham submitted Silas Young with the octopus hold to win the match. The tag team match involving Eli Drake and Nick Aldis taking on the Briscoe brothers ended in a double countout. After the match, Mark Briscoe put Nick Aldis through a table with the Froggy Bow. Shane Taylor retained his Ring of Honor Television Championship against Bandito when he hit the Greetings from 216 and retained. Villain Express, Brody King, Marty Scurll, and PCO retained their 6-man tag titles over Lifeblood, Mark Haskins, PJ Black, and Tracy Williams, when PCO hit his PCO salt on Black to retain the titles. After the match, all hell broke loose as the Soldiers of Savagery attacked Lifeblood. Bandito made the save, which until Bully Ray attacked him, Flip Gordon appeared in the ring and Bully Ray ran away. Marty Scurll then appeared on the screen and introduced the new member of Villain Express, Flip Gordon. The Villain Express then attacked Lifeblood, which ended with Gordon hitting a 450 splash and turning heel in the process. The main event saw Matt Taven retain the Ring of Honor World Championship over Jeff Cobb after he hit the climax to retain the title. Now, tonight will be night number 2 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Matches scheduled to happen include the Briscoes taking on Rush and Dragon Lee, Sami Siaki taking on Carissa Rivera, Flip Gordon against Marty Scurll, which probably won't happen now since Gordon is part of Villain Enterprises, Dalton Castle, Jeff Cobb, Jonathan Gresham, and Kenny King will be in a 4-corner survival match. Silas Young takes on Josh Woods. Angelina Love, Jenny Rose, Tesha Steeles, and Stella Gray will be in a 4-corner survival match to determine the number 1 contender for the Women of Honor World Championship. Rhett Titus takes on Shane Taylor, and the main event will be Master and Machine taking on Coast to Coast, which probably will not be the main event. The main event will probably be the Briscoe brothers and Rush and Dragon Lee match. But that happens tonight. Ring of Honor, night number 2 of Best in the World 2019. Following the news that the former hottest free agent in pro wrestling, Kenny Omega, is joining AEW, London Comic-Con can finally announce that the Best Belt Machine is making his way to Southwestern Ontario for London Comic-Con 2019 this October. Omega will be available to meet fans, sign autographs, and host a special VIP video game tournament. More details and announcements are coming soon. Check out London Comic-Con for more details.
Hey, I'm Alec Realm, and you're listening to the Scumbags of Wrestling podcast.
Last week was also WWE Stomping Ground pay-per-view. It happened on the WWE Network last Sunday, and I am happy to say I actually got all perfect on my predictions from last week. Tony Nese defended the Cruiserweight Championship against Drew Gulak and Akira Tozawa, but the climax saw Nese was pushed out of the ring and Gulak hit the Argentine neckbreaker on Tozawa to pick up the victory and become the new WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Then the pay-per-view started and Becky Lynch took on Lacey Evans to defend the Raw Women's Championship. It was actually kind of a sloppy match if you see some of the video of the Botchamania where Becky is loudly calling spots and then Lacey wasn't even in position to receive a springboard kick from Becky, and you could see how frustrated she was. But in the end, Becky did retain the championship with the disarmer to retain. The team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeated the New Day, Big E, Xavier Woods. Ricochet picked up the victory in probably the best match of the night against Samoa Joe and won the United States Championship. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan retained the SmackDown Tag Team titles, defeating Heavy Machinery. Bayley defeated Alexa Bliss, who had Nikki Cross at her side, and unfortunately Nikki got in the way and caused Alexa to lose the match. Roman Reigns defeated Drew McIntyre, who had Shane McMahon at his side, and Shane tried everything he could to be in the match and distract and cause problems, but it wasn't enough, and Roman got the victory. Kofi Kingston took on Dolph Ziggler and defeated him to retain the WWE Championship by escaping the cage first. Dolph was trying to crawl out, and Kofi was able to leap up and jump between the top and middle rope and land on the floor